I think the hardest part about growing up isn't failing. It's remembering that there was a time you never even thought about failing. Every time finals get closer, I stop worrying about the syllabus and start grieving the person who would have been so ready for it. There's a strange kind of nostalgia that nobody really talks about. It's not missing a place or a person, it's missing who you used to be. If you have ever felt that way, this story is for you. There was this time when I exactly knew who I was. Not because I had my life figured out totally, but because everybody else had decided everything for me. She's the smart one, she'll do great things, she'll always come first. For as long as I remember, this was my identity. I was the golden child, the one teachers trusted, the one relatives compared their kids to, the one who somehow always knew the answer. And after hearing it enough times, I started to believe that too. I thought those marks, those certificates, those appraisals were a proof of who I was. Then COVID happened. At first, it felt like a vacation, to be very honest. No uniforms, no alarms, no classrooms, just 2 weeks at home. At least that's what we all thought. Those 2 weeks quietly became months, months turned into years. School became a screen and learning became optional. The structure that had carried me for years just disappeared. There were no classrooms to walk in, there were no teachers to remind me to focus, no friends that I could see every day. For the first time, discipline was not something that was around me, it had to come from me. Days blurred into nights, assignments were done last minute, sometimes not at all. I kept telling myself I'll get back on track from tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week, then next month, and then somehow an entirely different version of me. The strange part is I didn't know it was happening. I didn't even notice it. You never realize you're becoming someone else until that one day when you look into the mirror and you just don't recognize who you are. The first major failure, and yes, failure, I felt that in my heart, was when I didn't make it in my first NEET attempt. That broke me. Even thinking about it, it just haunts me. And then in my second attempt, I got a semi-government college, which is, so much worse because that became a constant reminder that you didn't do enough. Until now, it is a constant reminder that I didn't do enough. Then I put myself back together and I was like, now that my med school has started, I will become her again. The girl who studied because she loved learning. The girl who could sit hours with her textbooks. The girl who didn't need motivation. The girl everyone believed in. But she never really came back. Every exam became a comparison, not only with my classmates, but with my past. Every time I couldn't make it, I thought the old me would have done all of this with so much ease. Every time I scored so much less than what I had expected out of myself, I would think she would have done so much better and you're not. You're so bad. You don't deserve anything. Every time I procrastinated on anything, be it studying, be it assignments, be it anything, I thought, what happened to you? I entered this vicious cycle of comparison with my classmates, and most importantly, the hardest comparison that I have ever faced was with someone who doesn't even exist anymore. And the worst part is she keeps winning. People always say don't compare yourself with others, but nobody really tells you about how do you stop comparing yourself, with your past. Maybe that's why all of this has been so difficult, because I wasn't grieving someone ordinary. I was not grieving my school days. I wasn't grieving my marks. I was grieving my identity. The girl who never doubted herself, the girl who made everyone proud, the girl who made herself proud. Even now, I always catch myself thinking about this fact that I could just become her again. Everything would be okay. And that's the part no one really talks about, Sometimes healing doesn't always mean acceptance. Sometimes it looks like secretly wishing for you to become someone you were way back. Back before COVID, back before you started questioning yourself, back before everything changed. I really wish I could tell you I don't feel that anymore, but I do. I still want to be that golden child, you know. I still miss her. I still wonder what my life would have been had it not been for those 2 crazy years. Maybe one day I'll stop chasing her. I honestly don't know yet. But if you're watching this because you are grieving an older version that you used to be, maybe we are not supposed to have our answers right now. Maybe for now, it's enough to admit that we are trying. Maybe neither of us gets our old selves back. Maybe we become someone new. I don't know yet.